Hi and welcome back to another Irish Till Trails. So today I've been out and done quite a few tills, so what I'm actually going to do this time is cover not all of them, but I'm going to cover some of the best ones, so let's get into it. Now I'm not necessarily doing them in the order that I did them, but here's an interesting one. It's a bread stall in the market and they've got orange buttons, yellow buttons, blue and purple buttons and then light blue buttons, and they're all organised in sort of groups. Then they've got columns of light blue or light grey, brown and grey buttons, and then you've got the number pad on the right. So I like this one, so let's move on to the next one. Now here are some weighing scales at another market stall. This time it's a butcher's, and what I like about this one is you've got loads of colours, so there's greens and light blues and that, but then you've got a separate number pad with the buttons on. So you've got enter and all in green, and there's grey buttons, but if you notice the keypad on the left with all the options, it's peeling away in the right hand bottom corner. But yeah, I've actually seen one of those, I think, on holiday in Scotland when I was little. So on to the next one. Now here's a place called Dunn's Department Store, and I like this till because of the way the buttons are, and if you notice in the middle of the buttons they sort of go down at the corners as if they're normal keys, but I like this one because it's like a retro till and the buttons are proper square. Everything's pretty much all grey, although there is an odd splash of colour, but the background is green. So yeah, nice and retro. So on to the next one. Here's the customer view, or the view from the back, and the reason why this is significant is because this is what I would often see when I used to look at tills when I was little, and those tills are nice and retro because it's the charcoal grey and the back's a bit chunky, but also sometimes the tills would be too far for me to see, and sometimes they used to be a mystery in the olden days or when I was a little kid. But yeah, now that I can ask for a picture, that's much easier, although I think they managed to turn this till round so I could see it. Now here's the till at Dunn's Cafe, and I like this one because it's the same system, but you've got all the categories along the top in green, and then all the individual buttons are in white, but there's a single red button on the right that takes you to a different section. Now I had the chocolate chip muffin, which is white, but yeah, I like this one because with the cafe they have to press buttons instead of scan. Now here's the customer view at the Dunn's Cafe till, and I like this one because it's quite far, and that's what I would have seen when I was a little kid. And also they've got the customer display settings at the counter, and there's a view of it further away, but as I say, I would have had no chance of seeing the staff side of the till without getting a picture because it's so far away. So that's what the customer view picture proves. Lastly, here's the till at a pizza / kebab shop I went to in Castlemartyr, and as you can see, so they just pressed a button for a tub of garlic sauce or something, but as you can see, all the buttons, you've got sort of creamy yellow colour, then the tender buttons are all in blue, and there's some more colours along the top, and the numbers are in grey on the left. It's a very basic one, but I had a margherita pizza, but as I say, they just pressed a different button for it and pressed cash. So yeah, so that's it. So there you go, lots of nice, interesting, colourful ones and some nice retro ones there. So see you next time for the next episode tomorrow.